Okay, this will be the hard part of the test. There's 5 problems that look like this. Y'all got to get this down. If you haven't done the packet for Monday and Tuesday, make sure you do that. The key's online. Okay, and remember, this is y equal mx plus b is point slope, or I'm sorry, slope intercept. This is your point slope, and you use it almost every single time. And this is standard, right? So we have slope intercept, we have point slope, we have standard. Okay, line B goes through 10, 2 and has a slope of 4/5. Write the equation in standard form. So we know the point and the slope, we're going to use point slope, aren't we? So y minus 2 equals 4/5, parentheses, x minus 10. Okay, so we have a fraction. We're going to get rid of the fraction. 5, 5, 5. Scratch out these 5s, and we're going to distribute the 4, aren't we? Okay, so we're going to have 5y minus 10 equals 4x minus 40. Okay, we should all be able to get here from here. So we plug it into point slope. We get rid of the fraction, multiply out. We have this. Now we want standard. So we want the x, the y, the c. So I have y number, x number, so I'm going to move the x to the left and that negative 10 to the right. So the opposite of negative 10 is a plus 10. The opposite of 4x is negative 4x plus 5y equals, and negative 40 plus 10 is negative 30. Now then I'm going to switch all the signs. Equals 30, and this right here is standard form. Okay. Line C is perpendicular to this line and goes through this point. So we need to get the slope. So let's write down 3x minus 4y equals 12. The slope of this line is negative a over b, right? So I'm going to put negative fraction bar. My a is 3 and my b is negative 4. 2 negatives make a positive, so I have 3/4 as my slope. Okay, now then I want a line that's perpendicular to that, right? So I'm going to write down 3/4, draw an arrow, and I want the perpendicular slope. So I'm going to flip this and change the sign. So my new slope will be negative 4/3. So this is my slope and this is my point. I'm going to plug it into point slope, and I want slope intercept form. So y plus 7 equals negative 4/3, parentheses, x minus 6. So I have a fraction. I'm going to get rid of the fraction, 3, 3, 3. These cross out, and I'm going to distribute a negative 4 on it. So 3y plus 21 equals negative 4x plus 24. Then I'm going to move the 21 across, and I'm going to get 3y equals negative 4x plus 3. And then to finally get it in slope intercept form, I'm going to divide by 3, and I'm going to end up with y equals negative 4/3x, which is my slope, plus 1, which is my b in it. Okay, so remember, you got to identify the slope. In this problem, the slope's 4/5, and this one we had to work the slope and get this, plug it into point slope, and then switch it to the form you need. That's what you're doing every single time. Okay, line A is parallel to 4x minus 5, so write down y equal 4x minus 5. The slope in this is 4, and we want the parallel slope, so it's going to stay 4 in it. Okay, and we want it in slope intercept form, and it goes through this point. So we're going to use this slope at this point and plug it into slope at point slope. So y plus 5 equals 4, parentheses, x plus 2. There's no fraction, so we're just going to distribute the 4. Y plus 5 equals 4x plus 8, and we want it in slope intercept form. Just move the 5 over. So y equals 4x plus 3 is our equation. Ho, 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 ho.